Hey, what's up, everybody? Today I'll be showing you a game, the Immortal game. You know why it is called Immortal? We'll see that, but it is a game played between Adolf Anderson and Lan Krajewski in year 1851. Adolf has the white pieces and Lionel has the black pieces. So let's get started. It is standard e4, e5, f4, King's Gambit. If you don't know what King's Gambit is, have a look at the King's Gambit in Lee chess, but this is King's Gambit. Now e into f4, this is usually a move which is not played quite. It's King's Gambit accepted, but let's see what. Bishop c4, eyeing towards this square, but this check coming. This check is coming. Basically, the main line nowadays is to play knight f3 to stop this check from coming, but it wasn't played. Let's see. Queen h4, check. The only move is to play just back out. Pushing it was no sense. b5, okay. Why was this move played? So that this diagonal, the white bishop doesn't has a control on this diagonal. Moreover, it gets deviated from this diagonal. Knight f6, seeking to attack this piece. f3, stabilizing by counter attacking the queen. Okay, what's worth more than a pawn? It's queen, and basically many pieces, but attacking the queen. Now queen moves to h6, d3, protecting this pawn. Now knight to h5. The basic idea to lead it into a knight fork. You might be thinking it will be easily taken by pawn, but still, queen is there. Oh man, this is some nasty stuff he figured out over there. Knight h4. Okay, now this is ain't possible, cause queen is there. So there is a knight in between of queen and a rook. Okay, queen g5, knight h5. This was the basic idea. g6. Okay, kicking out the bishop, like go off, man. We don't want you in our territory. g4, attacking this knight. Okay, you take the bishop, I'll take the knight. He takes back the knight, and what you can say, focuses on this weak pawn, and moreover this bishop is hanging as well. Protects this pawn, leaves the bishop. Okay, I don't care about the bishop you take. He didn't say that literally. He wasn't the one speaking these words, but the gameplay is like, take that pawn, take that bishop, I don't care. Taken, man, accepted. h4. Okay, h4, then queen g6. This was h5, and again queen over here. Okay, so this is, what we can say, a lot to take in. What is the basic purpose of this move? To play a push this, and it would be a fork. And the second purpose is to weaken this pawn over there here. Okay, moreover with this, and it would lead into a queen trap by playing this. This is a beautiful queen. Back off the what I can say, this knight has to back off so that his queen has an escape route. Moreover, to what, this had to back off because of the forcing fork, I can say, by pushing this pawn. e5 would have been a disastrous move over there by white, cause it would lead into a fork. So preventing that fork, and moreover preventing for the queen to get trapped, preventing the queen from getting trapped. This was the only move black had to play, which was to retrieve his knight back to its original position. f6. Okay, simple. Knight c3, bishop c5. Okay, now comes knight to d5. Bomb. Why is this a bomb move, man? You want to say this is a bomb move because it will lead into a knight fork over there. Moreover, attacking the queen. Takes this pawn. Okay, you're gonna fork me. I'm gonna take your rook first. This is what his thinking is. Okay, this is a surprising piece. Okay, rooks. This rook is completely hanging. There's nothing to do with it. you know what, both the rooks are completely hanging. As you can see, both the rooks are hanging to defend one of the rooks, like deflating the queen. He played surprisingly bishop d6. I can't see the idea of this, man. Let's see what his idea is. Taken. Okay, push. Another rook got sacrificed. Now prevent, black played this move to prevent this fork. Okay, goes over there. Oh man, this is some nasty stuff. Sacrifice the queen, man. I think white lost this game or what? Checkmate. Oh man, this is a lot to take in. This is some smart move over here. The only move is left to take with the knight, and it removes the guard on this square e7, and bishop gives a checkmate. Oh man, this is a lot. What I can say, this is a classic beautiful game. Immortal game. Sacrificed both the rooks, sacrificed the queen, and what a disastrous checkmate it is. You know, it was a time where chess wasn't involved so much, and this is a banger, man. This is the reason it is called as immortal game. This is why. Let's have another look at it. E4, e5, f4. We had basic discussion of the idea. Let's look at the beautiful of the game. Just setting up a trap. You know, okay, leaving first a bishop is sacked. Let's see how many pieces he sacrificed. Bishop gone. A bishop is sacrificed. A rook is sacrificed. Second rook sacrifice, and it comes queen sacrifice. So man, this is such an amazing game played by both the players. Basically, Adolf Anderson played a beautiful game by the white pieces. One of the most famous games I have covered for you guys. I hope you like this video. Moreover, don't forget I stream every day at twitch.tv/tiredhistory. So have a look at it. Bye bye.